Hey mystical YouTube land, it's Witchy Nicole. I wanted to do a video on what to buy or what not to buy. I know Loki's Witch just touched up on and she did a very extensive, yes you can do a lot of making or hiding of your witchy tools. I just kind of wanted to piggyback off of it and stuff like that because I think that, you know, putting more ideas out there it would show you, hey, you know, and if you want to save up, you know, later on down the road and be like, hey, I want to buy this chalice and or this athame or this wand and stuff like that, then, you know, by all means do that. But, you know, starting off and trying to figure out what you're supposed to do with this path and stuff like that, to me, I actually enjoy making more of my stuff than actually going and buying it. If I have to go and buy it, I will have to go and buy it. I mean, there's some things you just can't get around going and buying, like certain incenses and resins and you know, like everyday household stuff. Me being a cook, we do have a lot of stuff, a lot of oils in the house already. Infusing things, we do infuse a lot of things. We infuse butters, we infuse oils, we infuse alcohols, we infuse eggs. So, and a lot of that carries on into my practice as well. So, you know, a lot of the stuff that I carry is already in my kitchen cabinet. So if I, you know, interchange it into my my witchy area and whatnot, then I'll keep it in my witchy area because I might be messing with something that's not edible and I don't want to put it back into the cabinet. So since it's not that expensive and whatnot, we'll just go out and I won't touch my husband's kitschy area. That's his place of business. So anyways, so like nature gives you a lot of stuff, you know, and you just you have to like open your eyes more and see. And I really don't mean that in a really disrespectful way. It's just like for example, my wand I found outside on a windy day. I went to go get my dogs because they were deciding they wanted to go on to an adventure in my neighbor's yard. So it was really windy, stormy out, and my wand is which it was perfect size because it goes from my elbow to my middle finger. And so obviously I cut it a little bit on the bottom, but that was just to make it round. And I am going to put a clear coat on it because I don't want it to crack. But that's probably the most extent I'm going to do to this. The tip of it actually looked like a bone. So I just enhanced it a little bit and I just put the rings around where the knots are at. But this is a stick that I found outside. You know, I might on the hilt put a gem on there or a stone, but I haven't, you know, one hasn't called out to this one yet, so I don't know if that's what I'm going to do quite yet, but I kind of like it for like a finger hold too. My besom, the handle part to my besom, which is right there, that is one of the sticks that I've found with my wand. I made, and I don't know if you can see it. You can see the points. It's in the corner over there. But those I actually, for some strange reason that night, it was just an awesome night. And, like there was a whole bunch of sticks around my yard and I came, you know, I go outside looking for my dogs and I come in with a forest. And my husband wakes up the next morning and he sees me carving out the besom stick, carving out this, and a whole bunch of sticks laying out on the coffee table. And he's like, what are you doing? And that's the 3 things I've made out of it. I made a pinnacle, I made a besom stick, and I made a wand out of things just out of my backyard. You know, arts and crafty stuff. You know, you can go and get some, if you want to make some art. And Molly, I can't remember what her channel is, but her name is Molly, and she's very into her art and mixing it in with her practice and whatnot. So she kind of, when it comes, like, inspired me to do some arty, crafty stuff. And I went and got some of that air dry clay, and there's my God and Goddess representation. You know, you got the God symbol inside of the Goddess symbol as well. It's not quite done yet. If you look up there, that's my medicine stick. My daughter found that for us, and we were camping. She wanted to give it to her dad, and her dad she wanted me to make it a cane form, which I could have done that, but he's kind of sensitive, so I told her that we'd put it above the door after I get done making it into an art piece, and I would, we can use it for, like, protection for when somebody walks through the door. So she likes that. My spirit board behind there, it was actually a piece of board I found underneath my stairs. Again, with the artwork, you know, old liquor bottles or old bottles that you find, or even if you go to, you know, the not dollar store, but, you know, Goodwill store and stuff like that, you can get old bottles and you can craft something out of it. Again, this is with the air dry clay, and, you know, I could put, you know, some oils in there, I could put, you know, some holy water in there, whatever I want to put in there. You know, it's up to you if you want to refurbish something, make it better, make it your own. Jack's still flipping everybody off back there. Jack, will you stop? God, you're so mean. Anyways, Jack and Sally are my God and Goddess representation. So that's, yeah, he's throwing me off back there. Scrying mirror. $4 at Walmart, and some acrylic, black acrylic paint. So I think it total cost me about $6 to make. A lot of people ask me why I don't cover my stuff, because a lot of my stuff, I use for artwork. It's displayed all over my house. So if I say, okay, I'm going to go scry for something, I'm just going to go grab it off of wherever I have it displaying at. Cool, whatever. You know, so I don't cover my scrying mirror, because if you think about it, your TV screen and my computer screen and my phone screen can act as the same thing. So I don't cover my scrying mirror. I have my scrying board. And yes, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. I am a big Nightmare Before Christmas fanatic. I am sorry. It is just... So, that's what came out of it. My husband bought the board for... He was supposed to do, like, a Secret Santa thing, but it wasn't during Christmas time for his class. And, he never used the board, so I was like, hey, I got a project. And that's what that came out of. Simply Kina, she's on YouTube. She's a YouTuber, and cauldron. It's made out of a mason jar with cork bottoms and some. I think I used hot glue on that, but again, black acrylic paint. You're gonna notice that there's things that, you know, you're gonna buy one thing to craft with, and then you're gonna find out that there's other things that you can use it to craft with. So you're not really wasting the money on it. It might seem expensive and that I'm spending a whole bunch of money on all this stuff, but like the air dry stuff, that's $6. You know, like my wood burning stuff. You know, I had to buy the thing that was $10. You know, beads and stuff like that I already had from a different craft, and you know, you just keep going until you run out of whatever you have. You know, you can always use it for something else. This is what I actually use for my mortar and pestle. This is what I grind my stuff up in, and yes, that's all my little herbs. And I have a rock in there, so it makes it 10 times heavy. And this is what my daughter made me to grind up my herbs, and I like using the little corner part right here, and I'm like, ah. So, you don't have to go out and buy the pretty little things. You'll be amazed on the pretty things that you craft yourself, or that is given to you, or that you're like, oh, I could repurpose for this. I don't know if you could see it because I have everything on it now, but this is my actual altar table. You know, you can't see it, but it actually has a triple goddess on there, or triple moon, and then it has dragons, and then it actually has the Wiccan reed right here, and then a pentagram. So it's up to you on how you want your practice to look. And with me, I am completely comfortable crafting my own things. I actually, because I like to watch Lady Gravedancer a lot, want to get into making my own soaps and making my own candles as well, because then I won't have to go and buy candles, and I can make my own pretty scents that I want to smell all the time and stuff like that, because there's a lot of smells that I'm like, I'm sorry, one of them is rosemary, it's too pungent, and my husband loves rosemary too, and I'm like, can't do rosemary. So anyways, that is my opinion on buying things or not buying things. Like I said, if you want to, do it. If you don't have the money to, there's always different ways of making your own. I think I got everything. So if you like this video, comment down below, leave thumbs up. If you don't, just hit the dislike button. Don't leave nasties on my comments, please. And I hope this was very informational, and blessed be.